Hello, everyone. This is Bloodbane from in the future. I had a little bit of issues with my recording software at the beginning of this. This is also everyone's first session, and there's a lot of distractions going on in my house at the time. So, I apologize if everything seems a little awkward. Hopefully, it'll get ironed out a little more in the future, but I'm just uploading this for our record's sake and hopefully everyone will enjoy. I already got permission from everyone long before when we were in the planning stage for this. So thank you all so much for joining us today, and we hope you have a magnificent time. Now to the D&D session.
Read it
And
wrong.
tell him to let me take a look at. I wasn't finished reading that paper.
Yeah, I grabbed it before he could read it. Do that.
Yeah. So the paper that everyone seems to be wanting to look at, everyone just sees this Warforged with a fancy bag snatch off from the board.
It's a very fancy bag.
Marcus pipes up. He's like, "Hey, what if we wanted to look at that too, sir?"
Then come with me. We'll go to the desk together.
Mm,
Well,
What-
I'm
what's-
going there anyway.
what's it
It
about?
says it wants a party.
I wasn't finished reading it, so I don't know if I'm that interested.
Well, what does it say?
I read it to them.
All right, hold on. Let me send you the text for it so you can actually read it for him.
That was the idea. Is it a paragraph?
You'll see.
I guess I'll find out.
You'll find out.
Yeah, especially since, I have to send it to you. Hold on. Send you this so I can find you easier in here.
Ah, delicious. Oh.
Do.
Who has the paper as of right now?
I do.
Hunter does.
It's not fitting in one message, is it?
You'll see.
Doesn't want to give you a bunch of the sensitive information about the quest.
Done.
Sorry.
Cotton
No,
for
he's
kid.
not.
I'm almost done.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
Somebody has a deeper voice than I was expecting them to.
I stare into the soul of Hunter's character with a devoid of life smile.
It would not even phase me.
I mean, he's literally
Oh, fuck
a
you.
warforged. He's a walking chunk of metal.
I,
So I want to just have a devoid of life smile all the time.
Just showing off all those pretty jagged teeth.
who says
Yes.
the teeth?
I'm assuming it's the guy playing the Dragonborn that's talking.
Yeah.
Dragons make good crafting materials.
I... What an interesting statement.
It is a true statement, though.
I can't
Dragonborn isn't
necessarily
necessarily
disagree.
dragons, though.
There you go, Hunter.
Okay. I am so gonna botch speaking this out loud, but so be ready. Dear Sir and or Sirettes, I have a request for an adventuring party. That request may seem odd, but I need assistance looking into an old cult that recently moved into our country. They seem to be kidnapping families and random people at large. Rumors have spread of them teleporting entire buildings away. I will reward you handsomely and willing to negotiate with some upfront payment. Please bring this to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, no, it's
Yes. I think I just had a stroke reading that back to back. The Adventurers Guild desk to get more information if you're interested. I will give each member 30 gold to start the quest.
Upon
That's a
hearing
pretty
about
handsome,
the very specific about teleporting buildings piques my interest.
God, my head hurts from reading that last sentence.
also the fact that just this morning I was almost kidnapped. But it just was a little peaked.
Well, first kidnapping families got my attention a little. Then I really got my attention when the
This quest
buildings got
wasn't tailored
teleported.
specific to the backstory of the people in the party, not at all.
Nope.
I
Well,
woke up in a
Alright, well, I'll follow you to
door.
the... Oh, go ahead. What did you say?
I said I woke up in a morgue and greeted a door and asked how it was doing. It scared the shit out of
Maybe
me.
you want to know your way to the nearest mental asylum? But yeah, I'll follow the Warforged to the counter for information about the quest. See if
Well,
I
if you
can
wouldn't mind, I would like
potentially
to...
enlighten them about some things.
Is there anything you want to say there, James?
I don't know.
Are you just gonna follow them or stand there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Well, the random human with an instrument that begins just following you guys awkwardly and silently.
I'm gonna particularly keep an eye on that one since I was kind of getting tailed this morning by people that ended up wanting to like put a silence choker on me.
Ah, yes.
A mute
So I'll be a
bard.
little paranoid about that one.
A mute bard. It sounds appealing to me for some reason. Does it just become a mime at that point?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I think that would essentially be a mime.
Okay. So, you all...
The more the merrier. I'm not against any of you coming with me.
How about you, Marcus? How does this sound to you?
Let's go! It sounds exactly like the kind of thing you were looking for in the first place. Almost like it was put here through divine intervention.
Let's
Oh my
leave the
God.
gods out of this, please.
Wow.
Well, mine's following whether you like it or not.
You keep it to yourself.
Well, random human with an instrument aren't gruidly following us. Why don't you play us a song?
Mhm.
Yeah, why not
Let's
make a
see.
scene as Red Drake this guild?
Do you choose to play a song?
Why not?
Alright, I want you to roll for performance.
Watch as I roll a 5.
Did you roll a 5?
18.
He whips out his instrument, and he's actually pretty good.
What
And
is his instrument?
I've got a dulcimer, a lyre, and a viol.
Which one are you playing?
which one are you playing right now, though? That's the actual question.
Dulcimer.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna have to Google what that is.
Yeah, I've never heard of
Not
them.
a clue
Yeah.
what that is.
So he whips out his instrument from a foreign, distant land that none of you've ever seen before, and it's pretty good.
Wow.
I haven't seen it even in my vast travels as a pirate.
Roll history.
Oh, this is gonna go fucking great.
Yay.
Do you remember what you ate for breakfast yesterday?
You
Even with your -2, you still did pretty good.
you have definitely seen this instrument before, Quack, but you've never seen anyone play it.
Works for me.
Okay.
Is it like a percussion instrument or?
I'd assume wood.
Yeah,
I mean, there's wood in drums.
if you find that, you should put that in the out of character text channel.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Part of me wants to try remaking it.
Which instrument did you say you were playing, son?
Dulcimer.
Dulcimer? Okay, well, your inventory says the only one that you actually have is viol.
That is some good drugs. Where can I get some?
Hold on, let me show you something.
No, that. Okay. Let me explain that to you. You are proficient in using that. You do not have one.
It said I had one.
You have a viol.
Oh, I guess I'll use that. I had all 3 of those.
Okay, he is so okay. He is so good at pretending that he is playing a dulcimer that everybody knows what he's pretending like he's playing.
Quite the performance, sir. Quite the performance.
By the way, it's like what was that? You okay? All right, yeah. I'll post that picture. It looks kind of like a guitar. Did you call me? Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick which one that there we go. Let me been what that alright, hold on. Copy image. and then I'll post this in non-player or out of character. Here we go. This is a dulcimer.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those before. Not a clue what they were called till now.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
So I could make
didn't think
that.
it was an instrument.
Uh-huh. So,
Wait, is that the thing D plays in Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Or Ed plays in Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
I think so, actually.
So
Bruh.
basically, he is quite literally fiddling with his thumb.
Well, you normally use those little pick things on the side to like prick the strings to make the noise.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're like hooked around your finger.
Okay.
Mhm.
I thought that was something that I seen something that looks like that.
A
Thought it was-
viol
I
is like
thought
a
it-
type of violin. or
Yeah.
It's
something.
It's a fretted violin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
So I can make two of the instruments you use, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So.
1 second. 1
He,
second.
he's so good at performing. Everyone knows what he's trying to play, but he's basically doing air guitar.
I'd like to, or so I know the general idea of what he's trying to play. So I would like to try in minor illusion to like make it look like he kind of is playing something like that
Absolutely. Okay.
to make it seem a little more believable, I guess.
All right.
Or
I'm
realistic.
gonna say performance to see how good it looks.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, 21.
Not only do you succeed in creating an illusion of a dulcimer, but it's playing the right tune as he's playing it.
Awesome.
So his imaginary instrument is now an imaginary
Illusion.
illusion, or an illusionary instrument instead of
There
an
you go.
imaginary one.
I'm gonna start doing a little dance walk as I'm going.
All
It's a
right,
perfor-
roll a performance, so we know how good of a dance you do.
Not real great.
Quick, take bardic inspiration.
Wait, so I have inspiration now?
Yup.
He's making you re-roll so you don't look like a fool.
No,
Just
That'll
please-
look like
roll a 1d6 and then add it.
Oh god, watch me a 1. Hey.
Oh,
Pretty good.
he's got a decent jig going on right now.
Wait, so do we all have bardic inspiration?
Yep, all of you get bardic inspiration.
And so we just click the little inspiration thing.
Yep.
Is there a time limit on that, or is it just until used?
It's. I don't
think it's for the
remember if
day.
it's for like an hour or for the day.
I thought it was until your next long rest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for the day or until your next long rest. So it's a day or the next long rest.
Whatever comes first. Got it.
Yep.
So 24 hours or long rest.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else want to get jiggy with it?
Nope.
Marcus, join me.
All right, hold on. Marcus tries to dance, and he looks like a drunken fool trying to stay on his feet.
next.
This is so much fun.
For Marcus's next act, falling on his ass. I'm kidding.
Depending on the roll, that might not be a joke.
It looks like he's going to, but he does not.
Marcus, you hiding rum from me?
Where's the rum boy?
He looks at you and he's like, "Is that a serious question?"
No, not really.
I'll let you decide.
Well, now that the festivities are done, shall we advance to the desk, or would we like to keep dancing till one of us falls?
Well, I'm dance walking. I'm still moving my way there. Like
I
I'm
thought
doing
we
it
had
as
to
we're
go
walking.
upstairs. This will be interesting. I'll wait down here and see what happens.
I'm partly curious if I can fall on my ass trying to nod my head.
Are you gonna nod your head really hard?
No. I mean, I could. You're not sure.
I mean, if you do something that would dictate that I need to make you see if you're gonna smash your face in, then I'll tell you. Oh, are you nodding extra hard or ridiculously hard?
Mm,
Man's at a
No.
rock concert.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, you technically can. All right. So. There is a guard that walks up to you. "Excuse me, gentlemen, do you have a busking license for this?"
I'm sorry,
I
what?
do. I do.
"You do? Let me see your license."
Okay.
Would we need a busking license if. Would we still need a busking license even if we're not doing this for money?
Yeah, what if we're not
He
asking for money? Is it still busking?
he seems to be ignoring your two's question. So
Guard.
do you hand him your busking license?
What?
Do you hand him your busking license, James?
Yeah.
All right. So he looks at your busking license, and he looks up at you with the biggest shit-eating, like, sadistic smile you've seen in a long time.
Oh shit.
This is not a valid busking license.
Oh god. I should not have.
Real quick, I want you to read your the notes on your busking license for Thule.
There's. Oh god damn it.
Can I see?
Yeah, let me send a screenshot.
You might actually be
I'm
able to just
asking your
look.
character. I'm asking your character if I can see your busking license.
Yeah.
Oh, the guard has it right now.
Oh.
I'm not giving anyone this. He like flashes it at you guys, and none of the information's filled out. None of the lines are filled out. Nothing. Look, whoever gave this to James here didn't fill out any of the information that needed to be filled out to make it valid, and it's not stamped either. It's just a blank card, basically. Like, it's like
That's a
that.
question.
That's going to be a 5 gold fine.
Hold on, sir. If the license isn't filled out, then isn't the fine directed towards the one who failed to properly inform the person of the license failure?
No, because I'm informing him of the license failure. So
Yes,
he
but who
is
wrote the license?
informed.
That is where the fine should be directed, to the person who failed to write the fine, not to the individual who has been scammed.
Well, I am not failing to write the fine. I am fighting him right now.
What about the person who gave me the invalid busking license?
Well, sir. Ignorance is not an excuse.
I got a question. What material is the guard's armor made out of?
It's silver and shiny.
We are not
Is it-
making a fight with a guard.
Damn it.
But
Alright.
I mean, you
Uh,
can
do
all
I-
you want, but I'm not joining.
Do I know much of anything about the
Wait, can I
laws
turn in my
in the
weapons
town?
already?
You actually probably know the most out of the laws in the town, Kazi, and this guy is absolutely full of shit. There is no fines for busking without a license. You just have to stop.
How do I want to go? Do I know any other like enforcement or like law enforcement, like a different, like a head guard I could go to?
You could ask for a second
clear this
opinion
up?
from a different guard.
There's a lot of shady guards.
You might not know a guard captain specifically, but you know what the symbol on their armor for their rank is, so you could find one fairly easily if you looked.
All right, then I guess while they're talking, I would like to look around and see if there's a higher ranking guard that hopefully is more or seems more upright, I guess.
All right.
Less douchey.
How tall is the guard?
What's that?
How tall is this guard?
He's about Fenric's height.
Not sure how tall
He
they
can't. He won't be able to see that because you can't get the description.
That's fair. Okay, so
I'm 6'7".
I'm 6'1".
all right. Hold on, I'd lost track of my thought for a second. All right, Kazi, I want you to roll perception.
Oh no. Disadvantage? Is
Yes.
there direct sunlight? Okay.
Yeah, disadvantage. But
You're
the
inside.
disadvantage is.
Oh, it negates a natural 20. It's a 14. Oh, that's
That's
so
still pretty good.
What?
That's still pretty good.
Yeah. It's just like a natural 20 in the as like the second roll and oh alright. Anyway, it's 14.
Okay, not only do you see a captain of the guard, but you see two of them having lunch together.
Alright. Then I'd like to ask if we want to direct this conversation over towards the captain of the guard, and I'm gonna start walking over.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Whew, that's a natural 20.
he clears his thought. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can fill out the information for this fine gentleman here.
I would very much appreciate that.
What's your name, sir? Mm-hmm.
James.
All right, James. I'm going to... He starts filling out the information. I'm going to fill this out for you. But next time, make sure it's filled out properly beforehand. If you ever find yourself getting another license again.
you're making sure it has a stamp too, right?
He makes a short little puff, like, damn it. And then out of his back bag, he pulls out a pressure seal and pushes it into the license, essentially stamping it.
Thank
Ooh,
you for the assistance, and we'll be careful from now on.
Yeah.
I think I'll talk to the guild if there's actually a fine or not. What did you say your name was again?
That I absolutely don't have to tell you. And he walks off proudly.
There's not an actual fine for that.
I'm still gonna tell them the guild. The Smiths Guild will look very happy among scammers.
Anyway, shall we continue?
Yes, let us go get more information on this interestingly worded pamphlet.
has the guard walked off?
Yes. Yes, he has.
Wonder if that guard would be able to have that shit-eating smile if he was boiled to death under his armor.
I
What?
also want to mention that my drow has a cloth over his eyes, so he's essentially walking around appearingly like blindfolded, almost. Yeah.
At this point,
Nobody
I've
has
already
really
seen-
questioned.
Mm.
What?
I've worked in a forge basically my entire life, so at this point, nothing surprises me.
Mm.
I need to stop eating these, or I'm gonna kill myself.
All right. So you
So you're
guys,
What are you eating?
Jolly Rancher.
you guys walk into the Adventurers Guild, and it kind of looks like a really nice tavern on the first floor. There's a lot of people eating, not necessarily luxurious food, but it looks nice, right? There's two different staircases, one on opposing walls that lead upstairs to what looks like maybe offices or rooms of some kind up there. But it's got a very long balcony that looks down over the whole area. Behind the counter, there's a gigantic fucking job listing board up there. And underneath the board, there's like almost dresser light cabinets. Sweetie, stop for a second. I'll take you out in a minute. Okay. um there's God damn. I love you. You're very distracting. It's hard to think with you whining at me. Hold on, son. I need to think for a second. Big ass board, dresser drawers under the big ass board. Behind the counters, you actually see quite a few goblins and dwarves that seem to be manning a lot of the paperwork back there. And they seem to be kind of split in half. They don't seem to want to go into each other's work areas very much. But almost everyone, except for the people behind the counter, seem to be having a good time.
How many counter stalls are there? Like, how many people are at the counter?
There is currently about 16 people behind the counters.
Where are we and why did we come here?
This,
Well, we need
for
more
that.
information on this document.
About how long has it been since I've had my breakfast?
about an hour.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't really be all that hungry yet,
No.
despite all the delicacies in front of me.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten yet.
You guys are in the Adventurers Guild. Well, there seems to be lots of food around. So you could probably ask someone if you wanted to about the food if you think your character is particularly hungry.
Is
I'm
there,
just
can,
going to
I,
line up with the shortest line.
can I check that with the dice?
Oh, yeah, you absolutely. It's a roll of 20. A d20. And Hunter, there are several areas where there is no line.
Okay. I'll
I'm
I
gonna
take a
be
forgot how
look.
to roll the 20.
I'm gonna.
All right, so if you look at your D&D Beyond page, I think it's going to be the
Yeah.
bottom left side. There's a die. You're going to click on that, and it's going to be the top one, I believe. It'd be the
Yes.
D20.
Yes, the top one.
I'm gonna be following Hunter
Right.
to the
Do I
counter.
just click on it?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. All right. So
I'm gonna
for
follow
now,
behind.
you're going to be taking a little bit of time wandering around and trying to ask people about the food. All right.
okay.
What was that, Quack?
I'm gonna follow behind Hunter, muttering, "Must resist." As I avoid eye contact with the flagons of beer
Oh,
or whatever might be being served.
Do I hear what he's muttering?
you're going to. Damn it, that's not. No, not back. Damn it. You, Hunter, are going to barely hear that he is whispering something under his breath, but you
Okay.
cannot determine what. What were you doing, Kazi?
I'm following behind Hunter to the counter also.
Okay, so are you going to approach one of the dwarves or one of the goblins behind the counter, Hunter?
Is there a female?
All but two of them are female. And both
I'm going to a goblin.
all right. So you go up to a goblin behind the counter, and she looks up at you and doesn't say anything. She's just staring at you.
In goblin, I will say, you must be very bored here.
Nah, they give me plenty of shiny rocks, and I get to talk to people all day.
Good, good. I'm going to put the paper on the desk. I'd like information about this.
Mr. Fancy Pants put one outside too. You can see almost an exact replica of this one on the job board behind you, or behind her, but different misspellings and different oddities in different places.
Well, it was hand stitched. Handwritten, hand stitched.
When he places it on the counter, I want to cut in and say, if we're going to be talking about the quest, could we do it in common?
Yeah, we can.
Why not? So,
I don't speak whatever tongue you were just using.
Goblin.
Mr. Fancy Pants, are you interested? You're interested in taking the job, obviously, right?
I definitely would like more information about it since its spelling is a bit off.
Okay. Mr. Fancy Pants is down the Yellow Brick Road in the Richie Fancy area of town. You don't have to go there.
Do I know
What?
the general area that they're talking about, Toxic?
You absolutely know about the fancy area of town.
I just
Okay.
left there. I just unintentionally left there.
Mm-hmm. Hunter ended up going there, dazed and confused.
Fucking rolled a nat 1 and tried to find my way to the guild.
Wow. Well, at least you didn't come to my end of town.
But if you want to accept the quest, I can give you the mark for the quest, and that'll say that you accepted it. We'll put your seals on it, and you can begin the quest. The beginning dowry is here, and there is some information I'd be giving you so you can begin the quest.
Okay. I assume that we need everyone's seals then?
Yes.
Is there information you can provide us before the acceptance of the quest? Because I have a bit of a personal matter that could have something that pertains to said quest.
I mean, I can tell you that the area that you'd start to investigate is in the Undercity.
Home sweet home.
There's an old lady that said that her daughter and her husband and children went missing down there, and she saw the whole thing happen, and that's probably a good place to start.
All right.
I
There was a
I pull
particular
out.
individual that buddied up to me that tried ambushing me after I awoke this morning, and he had two friends with him. Though they were carrying a paper that was pertaining to trying to capture citizens of the Underdark, drow, deep gnomes, the like.
Did you bring the note to the gods?
I don't have it in my possession. I barely escaped at all, actually.
Well, I don't know much about random people down in the Underdark myself.
But that could help narrow the places to look if we know the people that they're potentially targeting.
What's up, Quack?
I pull off my hat to show the picture. This wouldn't happen to be what the mother looked like, would it?
No. No.
Do I know of the incident that she's referring to at all?
Roll insight with advantage.
Okay. 22.
You have heard of families going missing down below, but particularly you have heard of an old crone making a fuss of it, and people wishing she'd just shut up so the guards would leave them alone, because things like that bring attention.
Plus, I am assuming that it's not a uncommon occurrence down there.
No, people going missing down there is not uncommon.
Yeah.
Oh, she's looking at you, Quack. She's like, no, I don't know anyone down there. I don't know how anyone looks. I just stay up here with these fine adventurers. All right.
Do I detect
F-
sarcasm in that?
You didn't.
I must have misunderstood. I thought you had said they came to the counter.
A
Asking about
person
the...
who saw it happen came to the counter.
Okay.
Royal, you finally figured out that this place kind of operates like a buffet almost. There is just food and drink sitting on the tables, and when a party sits down at the table, they essentially claim that food and drink.
I'm gonna go sit at a table with something that looks edible, preferably something like steak.
Most of the tables have some meat on the table, though it's not a whole lot. It's more like what you'd find on like a cracker tray. They're thin slices of meat that you'd like dip in a sauce or put on bread.
Does it look like they had to pay for it, or are they just going and sitting down?
They're just gone and sitting down. You haven't seen anyone pay anything.
Okay.
All right. The food's actually really good. All right.
Hey.
Oh, the goblin's just staring at you guys now.
I'm game for looking into this a little bit more. How
I
about you, Mr. Warforges?
I see. Basically, is my best lead for what I'm looking for. So why not?
Oh, well, we need the Dragonbone to come back if we want to actually take this. Unless he doesn't want to be a part of this.
Roll perception.
Roll perception.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
Survey says a whole 7.
Perfect.
Well, how
you-
many people do we need in the party to accept it in the first place?
Well, a party is any group of 3 or more.
Okay, and can we have people, or I imagine it's not an issue if we have people join along the way, do we? Or is it?
I don't imagine so. They just wouldn't get the entry dowry.
Okay. That is pretty substantial, so.
You see a dwarf, like, looking at her mockingly from the other side of the counter. Every time she says dowry, he's like, what the fuck is wrong with that goblin? Alright. Hunter, you absolutely notice the Dragonborn sitting over there at the table, just eating and drinking stuff at the table. All by himself.
Okay.
Just if you don't know, a dowry is a marriage.
A wedding gift.
Yeah, a wedding gift essentially.
Yeah.
You get it with the bride.
Yeah. Although I don't know who the bride is in this case, and I don't think I want to know.
She obviously
I'm
doesn't.
already spoken for.
She obviously doesn't actually know what the word means, but she's using it anyways.
Should
Well,
I
Given
feel
the way
like
that the conversation is going, we can assume that she's talking about the, like, 30
entry
gold.
fee or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
So,
down payment for our services.
is the bard still following us?
He never stopped. He hasn't said that he stopped
Quietly
either.
in the corner.
All right, then I'm gonna be turning to the bard. And are you intrigued by this?
We could always use a good
What?
You're
a
being
good
talked to.
shanty every now and then.
You're being talked to. Wow.
When one must be touched.
The bard is off in his own little world.
All right, so I'm gonna assume that it hasn't cut his intrigue. So
What
Hey,
about
I
he-
guess
you,
I'm
Mark?
gonna walk over
Uh,
to the glutton at the table.
The glut.
What?
the glutton.
Yep, the glutton at the table.
Someone who likes to eat.
That would be me.
Uh,
I love eating.
Out of curiosity,
Hmm?
although very likely, probably not hearing what he said, like, wait, did you say that, like, in character or out of character? Glutton,
Oh,
or whatever
I
it was.
was talking out of character when I was saying what I was doing.
Oh.
But I will tell the two warforges that I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so the drow approaches you, Royal.
Hello.
Are you interested in taking this quest about or regarding this cult?
I'd love to accompany you.
Okay.
I will be done eating soon.
You care if I snag some of this food?
I don't mind. Dig in.
All right, I'm gonna grab a random piece of food that I was drooling over since entering, and then walk back, just munching. All
Would
right,
it
so
hurt
I
my
guess
character if I
you, the goblin looks at you really weird as you approach.
all right, so that dragonborn back there is interested in joining. He just wants to finish his meal that I am helping him finish.
Okay. Quick.
what?
Go ahead.
Is my character, like, sitting on a chair or something?
Think of it kind of like a circular picnic table.
Like a... Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Would it hurt my
benches are
character,
circular.
like... Would it hurt my character if I were to fall backwards out of it?
I mean, it's a
there-
marble floor.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it would probably not feel very good.
But I take damage from it is what I'm trying to figure out.
Depends on the context.
I'm gonna just casually get up from it then.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk towards the group.
All right. So, excuse me, Mr. Darkskin. Why are you eating that?
It looked good.
You really
You want
are.
some?
You really are from the Undercity.
Yes, I said so earlier.
That is what they bring.
It's better than my breakfast.
That's what they
What?
bring the food out on.
Oh,
Though I guess it is edible.
it does taste pretty good.
It tastes better than what you're used to having, that's for sure.
Yep.
You're eating a plate.
Me.
Hey, if it's edible, you get what you eat what you can get.
Mm.
I partly kind of want to eat a plate for no reason at all.
Okay, so all the food that they bring out is kind of like they're kind of like bread bowls, but they're more plates, what they do is they just throw them to the animals after they're done, so they don't actually have to clean anything.
It's fucking
Ah.
genius. It's actually genius.
What is being used as the plate?
What's that?
It is being used as the plate.
Well, nothing now, cause he's eating it.
I take the plate, man. Like I said, I was hoping you go and finish your meal.
It's like a mix between a cracker and a biscuit, but it's really big.
That just sounds pretty good.
Honestly, sounds good.
Yeah.
Cracker biscuit. I wonder if you could use it as a projectile and knock someone out.
Unlikely.
The goblin pulls out a small container. It looks like a soup bowl almost. It's got ink in it. And she pulls out what looks like a contract as well. And there's also, she pulls out a mark of an adventurer's mark. And those indicate that you have a quest that you are doing from the Adventurers Guild. All right, I'm going to need everybody's mark.
I'm
And
assuming that I know what she's talking about.
it'd be similar to like a signature, or if there's a certain pattern you do with your hands with the ink. It is your character's way of signing things.
What will a stamp do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sign.
All right.
Does this have to be words?
No. And a lot of people back then were a lot of people are illiterate, so they do like a certain pattern, or they'll use like their hand print, stuff like that.
Would a smith's tool set have a stamp in it?
Well, smiths usually have a trademark that they normally would put in on their piece of work.
Mhm.
And you
Wouldn't
could,
it be in with their dies though? Like the cast or whatever, where the metal like forms, so it gets baked into it.
Depends
okay,
on the smith. You can actually put it on there.
so it's like
okay.
a lot of them. It's more like a punch or a chisel almost. You heat up the metal, you put it on there, and you hit it with a hammer, and it indents the metal.
Oh, so like having a press come down and doing like a signature stamp kind of thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's a lot of that goes on in the manufacturing jobs I've done.
Because that's essentially what I'd like to use, but I don't know if it would work.
That would
Is
be
there
fine.
an ink pot or something on the desk?
There is, yeah.
I'll dip my left thumb into the ink pot and press it against the paper, and it leaves essentially a stamp with the unique scarring on my thumb.
That's one way to do it.
That's all I got on me. I don't have. Do you think I carry my stamp while I'm out fishing?
It's your
Other than
finger,
that-
isn't it?
Not my normal one.
I'm gonna pull out a Warforged hand. Do you need a new one?
No,
Hey,
no,
did
I'm
we
good.
get everyone's stamp on the paper, or just someone's?
Everyone who's gonna want to get money out of it.
Marcus, you joining in?
There's a 30 gold entry.
Yeah,
Or
they're gonna
initial
pay us 30
payment.
gold for taking the quest each, but we all have to sign.
So,
I draw a comedy mask, like with my finger or something. If I got like a pen, could I use that? Draw a comedy mask.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Want my signature then to be a comedy mask.
Okay.
And I didn't catch if you said that would work or not.
Yes.
Okay, then that's what I'd be doing.
Okay. Hey, are you gonna sign this thing too? Well, sign it. What does your character? How does your character sign it? Does he sign it? Do you have a stamp that you're gonna use? Is there a symbol that you use? Okay. Mike.
I'm just gonna.
Okay. All right. So you all sign it, and the goblin looks at it. Looks at you guys. She does this weird little side to side bob, and instead of just shaking her head like yes, she almost shakes her whole body. And then she pulls out a couple bags of coins and she throws them up on the countertop.
Is
I'm gonna
Marcus
count
joining us
them.
in this?
Roll perception.
He's gonna be fucking gone.
Eight.
You have no fucking idea where Marcus went.
Do I get advantage on this one?
You do not.
8 it is.
You looking for someone?
Well, I got an 11.
You have
8 was James. Does it change?
oh.
Wait, 2 people
Okay.
rolled? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, James rolled the first one, and then Quack rolled.
No, you still don't know where he went. Yeah, you don't not have no idea where he went. But last time you saw him, he was standing with you guys, but it looked like he was starting to, like his attention was wandering. That's the last you remember seeing him.
Is it
I'm
Hear
gonna
that
take a
there
quick look
with
around
someone?
the room.
All right, roll perception one more time. Oh my god. No, you don't see him.
Are you
is it
trying?
would it be
What's that?
would it be obvious that they are looking for someone? Like, does it look like they are looking around?
Oh yeah, I mean he's looking around. It's pretty obvious that he's looking for somebody or something.
They're looking for someone. Maybe I could be as of assistance.
You may assist each other with tasks, which will just let someone roll again and take the higher number. Oh.
Okay.
You may
I'm
roll.
assisting them.
You get advantage with his assistance back.
Natural one. Oh, no.
well beyond 1.
Okay.
There's a 1 in there.
Yeah.
You notice that Marcus is underneath one of the tables with 3 bottles of booze. And he is currently trying to reach up over the edge of the table and take another bottle of booze from a party without them noticing.
I bet you were hiding the alcohol.
I'm
I
gonna.
do have a question whenever.
Go ahead.
Okay. I am wondering if I know of a place where I can go in and try and have a appraisal done on the bracelet I have.
You know of quite a few places down below, and you have a few guesses of up here. But
Okay.
um,
I'd like, if able, when we go back, I'm gonna try and make a pass by a place that's on our way to that old lady's place. I'm assuming that's where we're going.
yeah, okay, that's fine. All right.
Can I also see Marcus since I helped Quack, or would
Yep. Both of you are going to see this display that Marcus has decided to venture on.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna scoop up one of the bags, assuming that it's the initial payment. For one of us, and walk over to where Marcus is, and lean under the table, like put my hand on the edge, and lean under the table. Marcus, you know we basically have a whole table already.
What? Why?
We claimed a table full of food and booze.
Oh,
As
he
far as I
just
can tell.
drops everything that he had on him, and he like shuffles off from under the table. The whole party that's sitting there just like looks at him like he's some kind of freak. He's like, "Where's it at?"
Points to table.
Well, first things first, I need you to come over here. And I start guiding him to the counter.
Okay.
Can I like do a slow, gentle wave at Marcus as he approaches?
You absolutely can. Marcus
Okay,
goes
does
to Marcus goes to wave at you and loses his balance and stumbles.
Do I
Apparently,
witness this happen?
I'm gonna attempt to catch him, considering I already have my arm around his shoulder.
uh, yeah, you can catch him. It's if you could smell things, you would smell a lot of alcohol pungent on him. But you know, all right,
How do you fancy a trip to the Underdark, Marcus?
That sounds
Well,
like a really bad idea. Let's do it.
while they're doing that, I'd like to
Lovely.
grab a coin purse and count to make sure there's 30 gold.
I like the way
There-
this
there-
man thinks.
There absolutely is 30 gold in that coin pouch that you picked up.
Okay.
I will take a pouch and do the same.
I would also like to take a pouch.
Marcus stumblingly, almost like a dance, makes his way over to the counter. And he puts his whole hand in the ink pot and slams his hand on the signing paper and almost smears it a little bit across it.
Are
Good job,
you
buddy.
sure you want to bring him?
He drinking buddy.
Is he gonna live long enough to get to the Underdark?
I'll be fine. Is this for
If anything,
me?
you won't be surviving much longer after reaching the Underdark, but
He grabs one of the coin purses and he picks it up and stumbles his way back to the table. Which he stumbles to the wrong table, but he goes anyways.
No, Marcus. That one. I point over to the correct table.
Hmm.
I
He,
think you should just guide him there at this point.
he makes it there this time. Alright. So, Marcus is going to become a cooperative drunk at this point, so you guys don't have to babysit him no more. Is there any...
Because the next is I'm going to try shoving in the bag. I'm curious to see what will happen if I have to carry someone.
I mean, you can try.
But
Well,
I will put my gold in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the table and sit down aside of Marcus if he is sitting down.
Okay. So, you're all... I'm going to assume you're all sitting at the table now, and you're in planning discussion mode.
Yay.
Let's start with the whole let's get each other's names out of the way. So we're not looking at each other sideways all day.
I assume we all add 30 gold pieces to our
Yes,
inventory.
you
then?
all add 30 gold to your inventory.
Alright.
Ow.
That's it. What's that?
I figure out how to do that.
Alright, I will do it for you for now, Royal.
You know, I think I got it.
Oh, okay. You're good then.
There we go.
Are you adding your 30 gold, James?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up, take my hat off, and do a little flourish with it as I bow. Finrick, ex-pirate captain, current fisherman, and guardian of a family. Pleasant to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. I guess I'll go next. I'll remove the little cloth over my eyes. And Xyles, I've been a denizen here in the, well, actually I forget if it's the Underdark or if it's like the Undercity, whatever.
Undercity.
Undercity.
Undercity for quite some time now. And
Wait,
kind
a
of
quick,
looking to get more information along these lines.
a quick out of character clarification. Is this where are we going to the Undercity or the Underdark for this?
Undercity.
Undercity.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just where all the denizens that normally inhabit the Underdark also live.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, so it's
also the
it's-
ruffians and the
Yeah.
poverty.
Yeah.
It's the slums.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Mhm.
the Underdark without the wildlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
essentially.
city slums. We'll just go with the slums of this town.
Yeah. Everything up top looks real nice. But you go underneath and it's the opposite.
It's like Futurama. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
You
so
get
we,
people
we
like
are-
me eating the plates like it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
so we already have a guide. We don't need to hire one.
Well, I mean, it is a vast place, so it's not like I know
Makes me
everything there
think
is
of
to know
Arcane.
about it.
We'll get to that point when we get down there.
I do have a bit of experience that can contribute, though.
It
It's a
strongly
start.
makes me think of Arcane. Have you all seen Arcane?
What about Arcane?
I said that strongly reminds me of Arcane. Like the Undercity thing. Or
Oh.
whatever it was.
Oh, you mean the League of Legends show?
Yep.
Ah,
Hmm.
I've never seen it.
I saw a couple episodes of it.
But for those that may not know, I am, in fact, a dark elf. And I guess that's the end of my introduction.
On to
Well,
the dragon.
I'm
Oh, okay.
Marcus. I'm a person. And I'm bored of my life as a ship hand, so I'm excited to
Drunk.
follow my friend Finwick here. Go on an adventure.
Well, it's
I-
nice to meet you, Marcus.
I'm gonna wrap my arm around his. Oh, if I forgot to mention it, I had sat down again afterwards. I'll wrap my arm around his shoulder and give him that little buddy shake thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Also
adventure.
gonna replace that cloth over my eyes again. In anticipation of going outside again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Have you ever heard of sunglasses?
Nope. That requires money.
Well,
Suppose he's not wrong.
considering he lives in the Undercity, probably not.
Well,
Do you like my top hat?
you have a top hat.
He does have a top hat.
Oh,
You
so
let them
that's
know.
what that picture was all about.
Uh-huh.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, he's a very dapper-looking gentleman.
A hat to rival my own.
And our
My
other
hat has a devious expression on the top of it.
and our little music playing friend.
Mr. James.
What's up?
They're trying to get you to introduce your character to the party.
Is there going to be any interactions going on from Mr. James?
Alright, as your character, introduce yourself to the party.
Uh, uh,
What is
Alright,
your name, lad?
real quick,
look,
I want you to roll a wisdom savings throw.
What?
look, I get just as out of character. I get just as nervous introducing my DND character as I do introducing myself to someone I don't know IRL, okay?
Would you like me to turn a camera on for you?
Make your wisdom savings throw, James.
I can't find it.
Alright, top left, where it says WIS. Do you see it?
Where? Oh, here.
Yep. Now click on the number on the right of it. There we go. Okay.
13.
All right. James freezes up and it looks like he enters a state of shell shock.
Stage fright.
Yep.
Being a bard, not very sociable. Changing my whole perspective on bards here.
All right.
Well, we
Yes,
can
I was-
come back to you later. I guess. When you're coherent.
Oh, okay.
Do we have anything that we need to do before we head out?
I personally need to go shopping for some equipment.
What equipment are you looking for?
Anything and everything. I'm equipped for fishing. not going into an undercity.
I see.
I mean, what are you expecting to be in the city? It's not like we're entering a dungeon.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I am curator, and I am a part of the Smiths Guild here in town. So I can direct you towards some lovely shops.
Have I heard of him?
Uh,
Or have we heard of each other, I guess? Though I doubt that he would hear me, but
I want you both to roll insight.
and-
Insight?
Yeah.
Would any of them
18.
know about my prior reputation? Because we never really like established how long ago I quit being a pirate.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
I got a 14.
All right. Kazi, you have heard of the Warforged Smith. Hunter, you have not heard of the Drow from the Undercity.
Magic shows exist in D&D, like magician.
Illusionists, yeah, they do often put on shows, like
I
theater.
just put on a little bit of a show with the bard here. So, with my little minor
The answer is yes, Royal.
But do I know if it's a good or bad reputation that I've heard of as far as the Smith?
You have not heard anything bad,
Okay.
which is more than you can say for most. Yep. So, with introductions out of the way, your party settles in for a standard, normal conversation as you guys eat your meal, and the food is all gone, and your stomachs are full. What do you choose to do next?
I guess that we could head towards that store to get Quack the equipment he believes he needs.
No, there's gonna be. I mean, I can't get everything I would need at a smith.
Well, a general store would hold, general goods. And for something as simple as a copper bracelet with a stone, you might be able to get that appraised there, Kazi.
Sounds pretty good to me.
All right.
I imagine it beats, or if it's a reputable store, then I imagine that I'd be able to get more from it there than if I were to go to a store in the Undercity.
Okay. So, does anyone else have any other input for this quest for a general store?
Would I know the better ones to go to up here?
Woohoo.
What's that, Hunter?
Which I know which ones are the better of the groupings?
You
Like best deals for price kind of thing.
you do know of a reliable general store that you've delivered simple goods to before. From the smithy, usually like coat rack hooks and things like that. Nails, hammers.
Okay. I would direct him towards that store.
And this time, we're going to end it there. And I'll have a nice little adventure for you, starting at the general store next session.
Anyway,
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Have a good day.
Have
You
a good
too.
one. Oh, not even any after session chit chat.
Apparently not.
Past midnight, they have to go to bed.
Yeah.
How do I set up the bags in the inventory?
What do you want to set up?
It's like I would set up like I'm planning on going and getting um, a coat, like a classic captain's coat. For one thing.
But also,
And like a satchel to, because right now all I got is pockets.
yeah, so. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at your character real quick.
Technically, I could make a coat out of leather.
Well, the thing is, I also don't want to make it so that I have to use it as armor because I'm a warforged, so I can't just take it off to
Well, you can
have.
don clothing.
I know, but I'm saying I don't want it to be. It can't be like armor because I'm a warforged that I have to.
No, it would just be a coat that you put over. It'd be like a raincoat in a sense. It would just be clothing. It wouldn't be
Because
an actual
I still want the unarmored
defense.
bonus as a berserker. The only way I would not use that is if the armor gives me better AC than unarmored defense.
That would depend on your dexterity. Because there is some instances where if you have a really high dex, you wearing light or medium armor will give you a higher AC than unarmored.
So, what you would want to do is you'd want to get what is called a backpack, which should add another section to your inventory if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm asking how to do that.
All right, so you'd go to your inventory on your character sheet, manage inventory, and search in the filter backpack.
I just rename it satchel then.
Hmm.
That or a bunch of. Yeah, I go with satchel instead of belt packs. And how do you consider equipping weapons? Like just equipping a weapon would mean it's at the ready for combat,
Yeah.
or like
Mm-hmm.
okay. So could I, if I were to get um a two-handed weapon, I could have that equipped with what is essentially an arming sword and then my pistol, but I can only use either the two one-handed things or the two-handed thing. I would have to take a turn to like switch between the two.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. If it is something that you are proficient with, which most people are proficient in the weapons that they have, right? It's not going to take you 6 seconds to put your knife back in its sheath and then pull out your sword.
No, I'm talking like you unclip the halberd or whatever that's from your back. Because
I understand what you're saying, okay, but the same concept applies, right? So it doesn't take you 6 seconds to take off a halberd that you have and to put it back. It's it's in your equip slot. You know, you have it on your back. You have your sword on your side, or whatever. Your character has 6 seconds to do these things, right? And you're
so it'd be more like a bonus action than a.
uh-huh.
Okay, that works. But I can
Uh,
so I can have all of that equipped at once.
yeah. Now, if you try and do something like, all right, I stab Joe in the gut, and then I shoot Mary with my crossbow, and I swing my halberd around and cleave Joseph, I might be like, oh,
No,
okay,
that
hold on.
that doesn't work. No,
Yeah,
not in 6 seconds. Maybe in two because of having the two weapon trait.
yeah. So, as long as you're not switching which weapon you're using per turn, I'm probably not going to be nitpicking you about that.
It's more like I want it to be equipped and ready because
Mm-hmm.
it's like an actual soldier. You have your proper weapon and then you have your sidearm,
Yeah.
which both can be ready at the same time, depending on the situation.
Yeah. Any other questions from anyone else?
I'll just remove the two
Not
gold
really too much.
pieces. I'll remove the two gold pieces right away. But as I buy stuff next time,
No, I'm fine with
I'll
that.
start adding it.
Come on. Ow.
But I did notice that I had the druid starter items, like a druidic focus and some stuff along those lines. So I went ahead and went and got like the sorcerer's um arcane focus, and I tried to correct my inventory essentially
Yeah.
with like the urchin background and whatever else, because for whatever reason it was weird.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
How do you quickly move items from your pockets to your carry set?
Now,
Can I just click and drag?
I think you're gonna have to go to manage inventory again.
Okay, I figured it. If you click on the item, there's a little move thing,
Mm-hmm.
move option. Yeah, I found it.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, I am probably gonna go hit the hay. Um, the
Alright.
the for me the first session, the first few sessions where everyone's I'm trying to squeeze everybody together and stuff like that's usually the hardest. But
Trying to make a cohesive thing to try and make like a reason for everybody to get together.
yeah, and a reason for everyone to get together. Like, hey, you group of strangers that all want to do your own thing, here's a reason for you all to do something together. Yeah.
Now, this one quest that only a party that requires a party.
Yeah.
You go do that thing. Oh, I accidentally get myself 10 gold. Let me go fix that.
I'm,
Oh,
I'm I'm a little surprised you didn't have us make a party name and
Yeah.
everything, like
That's
actually
correct, yeah.
register in the guild as a party.
oh no, that's because Hunter talked to one of the goblins and not one of the dwarves.
Oh, that checks out.
And even if I had noticed, I would have just assumed that was because he was expecting it to be a one-time thing. So I would have just let that be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like red tape reasons in Adventurers Guilds. Like they want a party.
Oh yeah, no.
I might have information about the city, but I don't really know you guys per se. So
Yeah. The I did mention that the dwarf was shooting some disappointed looks over.
mhm. Pretty sure you said smug or something, but that could be different things. So
You know, looking at her weird every time she said dowry and stuff like that. It's just
mhm.
to give like the general impression of, that body language was heavy.
She's a little inept at what she was doing.
Yeah. But hey, you guys got to signing the contract and getting your starter cash. So
Hmm.
you got there, and we stopped Marcus from stealing everybody's booze that was free.
Awesome. And I saved everybody 5 gold, or at least one person 5 gold.
Oh.
I'm torn. I can't tell really out of character whether or not Marcus is just an inept idiot or if he's like some messenger of a god or something trying to guide us all together.
I'm leaning towards inept. That just speaks out his ass. That's what I'm leaning towards personally. But
Because part of it is he kind of led me to the place anyway and put the ideas in my head. It could have been just a coincidence and just a tool that Toxic is using, but I wouldn't put it past you to make it a some kind of actual in-game um like messenger of the god or something, a god or something.
it, he could be a follower of Severus, and he's just leading along Severus's trail.
Also, on a totally unrelated note that has nothing to do with Marcus at all. Don't forget, this is the same world where the puns of power exist.
Oh,
I
so
thought that was just in the dimension where Ironfall is in.
So we're gonna be needing the one enchanted silver things to be able to cast magic.
No, that was a different location altogether, Kazi.
I thought it was a worldwide thing.
Now,
It,
now that you guys aren't in that campaign anymore, there's like a pocket dimension in the realm.
Oh, okay.
That is why when Quack died, there he woke up here.
I see, I see.
I also might
Hmm.
get some slightly better underclothing.
We'll have to find
For a
out.
Warforged, you're awfully worried about your appearance.
No, you're not a zombie.
Appearance is a lot for a captain.
Hmm.
I may
They
have
said-
given up that life,
They
but
said they thought they found dead.
I still, still keep appearances.
You haven't figured that out yet. I did think that you'd probably investigate, son, a little further why they thought they found you dead and you woke up naked in a morgue.
Dogs are energetic.
Everyone's got things that I can't wait until they figure out.
Awesome, awesome.
Everybody's going to
Die.
That's not what I was gonna say, but it works. I'll put my notes in tomorrow, and hopefully I'll remember the session well enough tomorrow for the notes.
I very much, if I use a halberd, I'm probably gonna say it's stab, like I stab with it at some point, and I'll just let you decide whether it's still slashing or not.
I mean, if you're stabbing with that, I'm assuming it's going to be a puncturing
no. It'll be piercing if you're
or
stabbing.
piercing, yeah.
It'll be
It's just the description for it doesn't have like two. It only shows damage type slashing. It only has technically one attack, and it's slashing.
yeah, I know, but part of being a DM is knowing how to improvise what your players are doing.
I guess the simplest way is just change the damage type. You don't necessarily have to make it a different damage roll.
Yep. That's like,
Oh,
if your party member stumbles upon skeletons and all they have is bladed items, and they're like, hey, DM, you think I could turn my axe to the side and just smack the skeleton with the flat side of the axe? Like, yeah, I don't see why not.
Smash him in the face with the do a hilt butt,
Yep.
that kind of stuff.
I do want to mention that since the I went in fixed the inventory, part of the item or one of the items from the urchin backstory is I get a map of the city that I grew up in. So
Cool.
just a little heads up
Well,
that I may end up breaking that out even if it's all rugged and water stained and whatever.
you'll probably have the map of the Undercity,
Okay.
but maybe not the one up top. We'll roll for it at the time to see.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with that, but I just wanted to make sure that that was known first.
And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to post the city of Thule. So, if you guys are ever curious what the hell the city you're in is called, it's Thule.
I am more interested in the spelling.
Thule.
Oh, I thought that was THUUL.
Nope.
That was close.
It
Ish.
was.
And then I just have it down as a military-esque government.
Anyways, again, I'm going to.
You finally have a good night there.
I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Crash.
So, you guys have a good
Have a
night.
good one.
All right. You have a good one.
Oh, that's point of that is